Welcome back to the afternoon shift. Max, we had to take a double break there because we had so much setup. This is a huge deal for us.
Yeah, this is a huge deal. We can't have Diwali, the Festival of Lights, without some lights right here. We have a beautiful, just like table set, all ready to go for Diwali today.
Yes. Very excited to celebrate Diwali, and we wanted to celebrate with people that know it best. So we brought in our neighbors from the Edina Asian American Alliance, Arika Setty, and Dr. Sayali Amarapurkar. Won't you say that for everybody?
Amarapurkar.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us and bringing in this awesome spread and the lights and everything. Before we get into all of it, can you explain to us what exactly is Diwali?
Yeah. So the word Diwali comes from a Sanskrit word diya or deep, which means lamp, an oil lamp. And so the word Diwali means a festival of lights. Yeah. So it basically is celebrated by over 1 billion people all over the world.
Wow. 1 billion with a B.
Yes. Because people from the South Asian continent who are Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, and Sikhs celebrate this. This is as big as Christmas.
Wow.
For us. And so it basically signifies, or it's symbolic of victory of light over darkness and truth over all the untruth out there. And we believe that it's more spiritual. Of course, there's a religious component, but it's more spiritual and more cultural phenomena nowadays. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Over 1 billion people. Could you give us a little origin story on Diwali? Like when do we think people started celebrating Diwali?
Oh, so there isn't one particular date because, as I said, it dates back to ancient times, and there are different stories in different religions as to why we celebrate Diwali. So Hindus celebrate it as a victory of Lord Rama and coming back from his exile. There's a story behind it, and then Jains celebrate it to think about the joy and the detachment and being at peace with what we have. And so there are various stories. I can go on and on.
I love it. Arika here, we just heard that this is like Christmas. What's it like from you're more of on the younger scope here? What's it like for young people celebrating Diwali?
I feel like it's still a big thing for us. We're still excited to celebrate it, and different families celebrate it to a different extent in each household, I feel like. In ours, we do something called a puja, which is like a prayer to the gods. And we also meet up with family and friends. We go to the driveway and we use firecrackers and we light them, and it's not noisy and loud, and it's fun and bright, and we get together with everyone. We celebrate that stuff. We get new clothes as well, and we dress up for the occasion, so it's just kind of like a fun holiday for us, Yeah. So.
And when I was doing some research earlier today, this is like a week-long thing, right? And each day has its own kind of traditions and celebrations. Could you kind of walk us through what each day is like during Diwali?
So, if you just take India, for example, it's so diverse. So people in the north celebrate Diwali differently, North India, versus people in South India celebrate it differently. So the 5 days, basically Diwali is based on a lunar calendar. So the first day of Diwali is a no moon day. So that's yesterday into today when there was no moon, and the new moon comes up tomorrow. So the first 5 days will be celebrated, and each has its own significance. Since I said how it talks about hope and getting over darkness, and that's why we light so many lights, because it's a no moon day that day. And the second day of Diwali is called again, it's known by different names, but it is where we worship Lord Lakshmi, the god of wealth, and basically ask for blessings, and everybody prays. And then we have one particular day, especially the part of India I come from, it's dedicated to the husband-wife relationship, where we celebrate that. And so there's gift giving, there's a lot of different foods that are made. And the fourth day is for the sibling relationship, and so it's more about the brother and sister, and they are celebrated, and there are various things that are done to celebrate that relationship. So it's all about family ties, and not only with your immediate family, but as she described, with your relatives, with your neighbors, with your community. And so for the first time this year in Edina, we hosted a public Diwali event last week, and it was open to everybody, and the reason was for everybody, all the neighbors in the community, to come together and celebrate this joyous occasion.
Yeah, tell us more about that event that you all put on last week. How was that? Was it young, old, everybody kind of all intermixed in together?
Yeah, it was like a family event, and like anyone could attend, and we had stores partnering with us, and it was just, there was a lot of performances. There were tables, like a henna table, and there was a diya painting table, and the kids could go to the alleyway, and there was chalk laid out so they could draw rangolis and stuff and color them in. And it was just a very fun, bright event, and like everyone could do something because there was activities for all ages.
So cool.
Yeah, so it was more about cultural understanding, and especially now, as you know, we all know about each other's cultures through the media, but what actually does it mean? And so it was really very surprising to see over 1,000 people showed up in those 2.5 hours at Nolan's Mains Plaza, and it was amazing.
That's awesome.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I wish I would have been there. And I'm curious, if goofballs like me and Adam show up that maybe don't know about Diwali as much as some others, for whether it be Lent, whether it be Ramadan, a lot of these like religious events have like things not to do during the event as well. Are there like things not to do during Diwali?
That's an interesting question.
Like you're not supposed to eat this and that during the daytime for Ramadan, or you're not supposed to swear during Lent. Are there like things you're not supposed to do during Diwali?
So you need to bathe every day during Diwali.
Perfect. I got that checked off already. Yeah, twice a day. Yeah, I'm good. Every week is Diwali for me if that's all you got to do. Yeah.
Service to others is another very important thing. So during these days, we don't only do partying, but also praying and asking for peace, and making sure that everybody in the world is at peace and gets what they need, so that everybody's needs are met. So basically, it's all about the community.
Yeah.
And so, but that's a very interesting question. Nobody has asked me that before.
Wow.
Okay, I can say on Diwali day, you can't be alone. You have to be with family or community, or with a friend, if nobody else.
Don't just be sitting there playing Xbox. Like,
No,
like, go
you
find your
can't be just
family, go
sitting in
find
your
your friends.
room,
Yeah.
Well, we're all together now on Diwali. I know you all brought some treats for us. Can you tell us what exactly is in this beautiful platter that you got?
Yeah,
here?
so this is actually just a small example of homemade goodies. So just like for Christmas or Thanksgiving, people make their own traditional recipes. So this is something called chivda, again done very differently in all parts of India, but something very typical you will make for Diwali. It's savory.
Yeah.
It's not sweet.
What is it?
It's made of puffed rice.
Oh.
It has peanuts and spices and stuff, and feel free to try it.
Yeah.
And these are all sweets. These are laddus.
Yeah.
You must have heard of laddus.
Yeah,
I don't know. These are like these are desserts basically, and they are made with different ingredients.
Yeah.
And you can get thousands of different types of laddus, but when they are made at home by your mom or your grandma, they carry the special recipe. This is jalebi.
You made these yourself?
Some of them.
Yes.
Some of them. Yeah. It's not easy to make all of them. But, this, as I said, this is a very small sample.
Yeah.
There are thousands of different items that are made during Diwali.
Yeah.
And then this is just a small platter of diyas or lights. So traditionally, they would have been oil lamps, but nowadays we use candles and all sorts of electric lamps and things like that. And also we make, she mentioned chalk drawings or rangolis, and so instead of that, we have here some ready-made decorations, but these would be made by hand on the floor by women and girls and decorated with flowers and colorful sand and things like that. And these are done to not only decorate, but they are a sign of welcoming. You know, as I said, you're welcome. Please come and let's celebrate this festival.
That's like a cookie. Yeah.
So, did you like the sweet stuff or the savory stuff?
I tried one of these bad boys. I'm gonna try.
I got one into one of these. I got to try this. Yeah, this is the.
Just so you know, there are nuts in there. We use a lot of nuts.
Okay,
so
that's
hopefully
cool.
you're not allergic to nuts.
No, I'm not.
What are you all's background? Were you born in India and you came to Minnesota? How long have you been here in the States?
Yeah, so personally myself, yes, I was born and brought up in India, and I came here in 1998 when I was 24. So me and my husband, we got married and we came here. So I have a PhD from the University of Minnesota in family social science.
Go Gophers.
I have been, working in this area, basically doing research or teaching at the university and working in a non-profit organization world. So currently I work with a non-profit organization called Sayali Asian Indian Family Wellness, which is based in Brooklyn Center. And there I am community connections, community education and research director. So I've been doing this kind of non-profit work for quite some time now. And I also work as a South Asian cultural liaison with Edina Public Schools.
Oh, very cool.
So this is very much, educating people about our culture is very much a part of my job.
Yeah. How about you, Arika? Were you born here in the United States?
Yeah.
So what does it mean to you to kind of bring forth your family cultures and traditions and carry them on hopefully into the next generation to come? Yeah.
I think it's important because like everyone in our generation, it's a different experience for them, especially if they're raised over here, and they all have a different idea of it, especially like say your parents were born in India and they were brought up here, and
just get the mic for you. There you go. Keep going. That was great. Yeah.
And so if you're born here, you don't maybe know how big it's celebrated over there, and so it's a different experience when you're born here and you're celebrating it. But our parents still make it like very grand. They try to like bring as many stuff they learn, traditions and stuff, to what we're doing, and I think it's important that like these continue to pass down because you can't lose it, and it's good for all of us to like still celebrate it and like learn it. But yeah,
absolutely. And we're happy to have you guys bringing this culture to Minnesota. We're happy to partake in it. I didn't learn about it and everything. And just kind of anecdotally for me, it seems like Minnesota's like Indian population has been growing like exponentially over the last couple of years. Is that kind of something that you've been seeing as well?
No, actually, in the right now we have over 62,000 people here, and in the last 10 years it has grown really a lot. And they come from all parts of not only India but other parts of the world where they might have immigrated to, and so we have a huge population. There are a lot of organizations, like cultural organizations, who organize a lot of events not only around Diwali but throughout the year, that showcase Indian culture, music, all sorts of festivals. There are schools where you can learn the languages, where you can participate in all these cultural elements.
Oh, wow. So cool. Have you, of all your world travel, have you made it to India?
I have not made it to India, but it's definitely really high on the list. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's such a diverse country. And I mean, you have to spend like a whole month there. I normally like to hop around different countries, but I feel like I'd have to just stay planted in India and just explore the whole damn thing.
Yes, awesome.
Definitely.
Well, we so much appreciate you all coming and bringing these goodies. These were great. That's
fantastic.
spicy. That's a little spicy.
Is it really
I'll tell you
spicy?
something. That's a little spicy. Yeah, you got to get in there. You got to get in there, and there's some nuts in there, and it has a little bit of a kick to it. So these kind of
it does good though.
It does taste good.
Not too much of a kick.
These kind of remind me a little bit like a cookie meets a donut hole kind of. It's a little bit of a cross there, and these are excellent too. The whole thing is just excellent. We hope you all have a very happy Diwali and get to have time with the family and whatnot. And You'll have to come back to the afternoon shift sometime soon, and we'll bring you on for something else. We really appreciate all the hospitality and all the education about Diwali. It's not a holiday that, frankly, I knew much about before this week, and I feel like I've learned so much from you all. So,
yeah, thank you so much for having us and for learning about Diwali. So we really appreciate it.
No doubt.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Thank you,
Thank
yeah.
you all very much. Thank you. More to come from the afternoon shift after this.